Call Halayim unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakar Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Salutations unto the elect Akim, whom this truth is for, whom this world was created for, and whom also have the only chance of salvation, and that is of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? That being said, I say Shalom unto you, Akim, Bahashim Rakar Kodash. What I want to get into, man, is it's motivated by what the Apostle Ricard brought out. And it says the true prophets are here now. All right. Now he made a great point, as in referring to Jeremiah the prophet. Because we know that the scriptures say that the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. Okay. So the point that he made was Jeremiah wouldn't be doing the things of this world. He would be doing the things pertaining unto the scriptures. Okay, which led me to this precept automatically, because this is how we know who the true prophets are, man. You had a couple guys that got bent up and out of shape when we say that Apostle Tahar may be the Apostle Paul. Okay, now we don't have any the evidence that we have is the works that he do. Okay. He does the work of an evangelist. He endures. Okay, and you see that because the apostle, not only the Apostle Tahar, but as well as the other apostles, like Apostle Rhymblob, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ricard, they've been doing this thing for many years, man, and they haven't lost any strength. You can tell by the lessons they bring out, the multitude of lessons they bring out, the edification of the lessons they bring out, that they haven't lost strength. Okay, as was Paul, man. Just to prove a point, as was Paul, man, because Paul never lost the faith. Paul never lost strength. Paul, he went into an epistle in the book of 2 Corinthians, saying all the things that happened to him, and guess what? He was still preaching the word. Okay, he never stopped preaching the word. And that's the same example that the apostles that we have today in this current captivity. These are the same apostles. We followed their example, man. Not because it's Great Millstone or GMS, or we think that Elder Tahar is or Apostle Tahar is a cool guy because we met him. Not only is that the reason, but because he teaches the truth with such power and with such edification and without fear, man, and in truth and in sincerity. This is the example that we follow. From Apostle Tahar on down the list of apostles, man. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this in the book of 1 John, the 4th chapter. And it says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world. All right, so you have other men that the apostles, they've been around, like Nate, Zabak. There were a couple other cats that were back there in the old school with the apostles, and to this day and age, man, they're bugged out, or they sold out. And you know that by the way they operate. They make you pay for breakdowns. Okay, they loathe the law. That's another thing that they do. They loathe the law, and that's heavy, man. You can't loathe the law. As a man of the Lord, you don't loathe the law. You teach the law. You don't take from the law. Okay? You don't take from the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You don't take from the glory of the Most High or His Son. Okay? Because all glory is due unto them, and the apostles of Great Millstone, they teach that, man. That's why we follow the apostles at Great Millstone. Not because he has a mean right hand. Not because of what he can personally do. But because this man is a true man in the spirit, man. That's why it says, try the spirit by the spirit. All right? We are led by the spirit, not by this carnality. Because we're led by carnality. It says, if I should please men, then I should not be a servant of the Most High. All right? So reading on, it says, hereby know ye the spirit of the Most High. Verse 2, hereby know ye the spirit of the Most High. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of the Most High. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. Yeah, so you already have that spirit in the world, man. All right, this is how we discern who the true men are. This is how you discern who you should follow. I forget the exact location of the scripture, but it says that these men that are Antichrist in the world, that don't believe that Yahushua HaMashiach walked the earth, they don't believe that he's the Son of God, they don't believe that he's the mediator between God and man, so on and so forth. They says they lead away silly women laden with iniquities. Okay, now it's not talking about women per se. It's talking about men that have the spirit of through the spirit of Jezebel, man. All right, men that are easily persuaded, men that don't have their own solid foundation. All right, men that don't do any research, men that don't study, men that don't follow the spirit of the Lord. These are the people that they're leading. These are those women laden with iniquities. Okay? It says, verse 4, ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he. And we overcome them not on our own, man. We overcome them through the spirit of the Most High. But through the spirit of the Most High, the way that we overcame them is from the teachings of the apostles, man. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, put the spirit upon the apostles to jump on YouTube, to edify the church, to break down the scriptures, to show us the spirit of error and the spirit of truth, and made it easier for us to discern who is who. All right. So hey, like I said, this is just an honorary video adding on to the apostle record, man. Where it says the true prophets are here right now. We're not waiting for the prophets to get here. The prophets are here now. These are the same men that are teaching on the corners. And it's not only the apostles, all right? It starts from the apostles, man. In this day and age. But you also have elders. You have men that are under the apostles that are higher level in the spirit, all right? You have brothers in Chicago, or elders in Chicago, elders in Texas. You have elders in California. You have elders in Vegas. All right, you have elders in you have elders in Nevada. You have the elders are all over the place, man. You have Salakia, and they're also not only apostles in New York, but they're elders in New York. Okay, and these are the same men that were doing the works back then, man. All right, because then, hey, if you go through the scriptures and you see even the smaller prophets like Jonah, man. Even though he was even though he ran, when the Most High put him in hell for 3 days, being in the belly of the fish, what did he do? He went and taught that word, man. Obadiah, he went and taught that word, man. Jonah, Joel, Micah, Habakkuk, Nahum, Zephaniah, Zechariah. All right. Malachi, they spoke the word. These were prophets that had small books, but they were with power and with sincerity and with prophecy, man. Which is the same thing that goes on today. You have certain men that are on certain levels. You might have all those prophets that I named walking around today. Salaki, you do have those prophets walking around today. We don't know who they are. We know them by their works, man. We know them by the spirit that the Most High puts on them, and the spirit that they put out, man. All right. Now you also had smaller prophets under them too. You had small men that taught the word under them as well. All right. And those are the like the scriptures say. I should set you over. I should have captains of 50s and captains of 10s. Okay. These are those same men. And they're here today, man. And we know who is and who's not fighting for the Lord, who's not teaching the word of the Lord sincerely by what they teach and how they teach it, and by their spirit ultimately. Okay? It says they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. So a man of the Lord, a man that came back in the reincarnation of one of the prophets, and that's teaching today, he's not going to be speaking things of the world, man. He's not going to be speaking on how you should get your 401k. He's not going to be speaking on how to become a successful businessman in hell, or being in this American captivity. He's going to teach you the proper, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the proper way to live. You know how you survive unto the second coming unto Yahweh Hashem El Shai. All right, he's going to teach you the proper things, man. But then you have other men, false prophets, that are going to teach. They're going to teach according to the world, man. They're going to teach you you don't have to call the Lord one name. They're going to teach you that you don't have to, that you don't have to keep your beards, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pertains unto the world. You have those type of men in this world, man. That's how you know that these are the false prophets. These are the wicked Sadducees and Pharisees, man, that are teaching those things. That's in Matthew, the 5th chapter, in the 17th verse on down, it says, he that teacheth against the commandments, or he that taketh from the commandments, and teaches man to do so, shall be least in the kingdom. Okay? So it says, reading on, it says, we are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. All right, I want to get this other precept in the book of 2 Corinthians. Trying to remember what chapter it is. I believe it's chapter 11. Okay. Yep. This is hey, throw out Yahweh Shemel Shai. I was able to find it right away. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 12. It says, but what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory, they may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Hamashiach. And these are the same men of Antichrist. All right, you have men, Israelite men that put garments on, that have beards, that know the name, that they put on the holy attire, but they're really spawns of Satan, man. They're really teaching. They really have the spirit of Antichrist on them. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. All right, because there's no thing that is hidden from Satan, man. What it says, and it says that in Daniel. They said, "Thou art wiser than," not in Daniel, Salaki. It says, "Thou art wiser than Daniel." All right. So Satan knows the scriptures. Satan knows how to. He knows how to catch you when you weak. Satan knows your ups and your downs, man. All right. Just like a man of the Lord can discern the spirit and can tell what's going on with you, so can Satan, man. All right. But matter of fact, I'm going to let the scripture speak. It says, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. All right, i.e., false prophets. Those men that are teaching, for hire, men that are teaching for the belly. All right, men that are teaching. Just to draw disciples after them, according to the book of Acts. It says those are the same wolves, man, that are drawing disciples after them, teaching things they're not supposed to be teaching. All right. So the false prophets, you are really the ministers of Satan, man. If you're teaching against the scriptures, you're the minister of Satan, man. All right. That's just plain and simple. It says, and hey, they put and Jake is good actors, man. Jake are the best actors upon the earth. You can have a man that you think is a man of the Lord. He could be coming with the name, he could be coming with edification. Like, hey, a perfect example is that nigga Element, man. All right, that was ultimately a minister of Satan, man. And the time revealed the spirit.